Alright, everyone. Welcome back. Third game. Hold on. Yep, third game left. I have 2 games left, apparently. Last time, I believe we got a B+. We got a fair rating. Screw you, coach. Giving us such a low rating. And basically, we are going to do another game. So, let's go. Play the third game. You're not even on. You only have NBA Live. Anyway, welcome, commenter or whatever. I think it's the same one. Turn up 31045. Thank you for subbing. Let's get this show on the road. Hello. This is gonna be my third game. Okay. Did you add T Drizzle 22 by the way? Please let me know.
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr.
You're up.
The Magic also changing it up. Reese Harkless comes in for Vucevic. And it's Oladipo in for Fournier.
You look at the Thunder, they're really the epitome of patience. They build through the draft model. Constructing a contender with consistency and just a solid approach every day. That's why they are year in and year out so tough to handle.
And so in the game for the Magic, Mo Harkless.
Did you already add T Drizzle by the way?
Oladipo is out there with Luke Ridnour, and it's Fry in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Rain Man checked in for Luke Ridnour.
You did? Thank you. If not,
now let's go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Brooks.
Kevin, he told me he stressed to his players that what he wanted more than anything tonight was the extra pass. He said, we have a lot of guys on this roster that can be factors on offense as long as we're keeping
Oh wait, I can't read.
everyone involved, we can overwhelm teams with our scoring. Let's see if they can keep the rock moving and share the ball, guys.
Okay, Doris, thanks. And it seems that the offensive game plan will be the key for them tonight, guys.
Well, I'm sure they feel if they can execute their offense effectively, they'll be the ones controlling this game from start to finish.
And they have a good reason to feel that way, Steve. Offensively, they are a well-oiled machine when it's working.
And for the Thunder and their success, of course, not just predicated on top picks, but Clark, you've always talked about this, the right kind of top picks.
The fit is so important. They've had great success with their picks. There's no denying that, and it's not easy to make that happen. But they've got a tremendous front office that does their homework, knows what they want in terms of talent and character. And then you've got to give a little nod to luck and fortune here. I mean, not all of it. Some of it, it's not always all science. There's a little art involved in this thing too. But they've got quality people.
This might be the last broadcast I made in the last video. I'll share. It might be, depending on.
Here's Jackson. 20 points for him last game against Memphis.
Yeah, Kevin, he really set up shop at that foul line. And they could not do anything with it defensively, and so they had to keep fouling.
Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Yeah, especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
The pass to Lindsay. From deep.
No, dang.
Rebounded by Lamb. Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to Dallas.
Yeah, their shooting percentage as a team in that game was in the low 30s.
Since I just started this new
it was brutal. Absolutely brutal. To get your shooting percentage that low, you almost have to do it on purpose. But what you need is a unique combination of missed shots and poor shot selection. That'll get you there.
20 seconds left in the first quarter.
So this is a
kicks it to Oladipo.
Since I'm on my 10-day contract.
Pass to Harkless.
So yeah.
Here's Rain Man. Here's the dish to Nicholson. And here is Harkless. a sensational shot at the buzzer.
And perfectly timed. Couldn't have done it any better. How about the poise under pressure?
Well,
unbelievable.
Guys, he got himself into as good a position as he could before he pulled the trigger. What a play.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, Steve, Clark, what do you think? Ibaka, he's checked in for Collison. Durant comes in for Perry Jones. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Harris is checked in for Vucevic. Reece Harkless comes in for Fournier. Green, he's checked in for Gordon. And Rainman subbed in for Luke Ridnour. So on the floor for Orlando, Mo Harkless and Tobias Harris, the forwards. Rainman is out there with Willie Green. And it's Nicholson in at the 5 spot. That's good. 6 points for Rainman.
What?
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
Thunder head coach Scott Brooks really consistent with his message. It's all about defensive commitment and trusting your teammates at that end of the floor.
Here's Adams. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. Number 1, the Thunder.
Kevin, I've always said shooting percentage individually and for a team is a function of the kinds of shots you get. This team leads the league in shooting percentage because 1, they have good shooters, but 2, they take high-quality shots. They're a very disciplined group.
Steven Adams from New Zealand, the first Kiwi, Clark, ever drafted in the first round.
And Kevin, he played rugby growing up. He says that it helped him prepare for the physicality of playing inside.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Lindsay. And so here is Oklahoma City. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
They just couldn't get the ball in the basket that day, guys. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, it's hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Yeah, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, and they had nobody to blame but themselves. They need to work a lot harder to get good shots today.
And one thing I like about Adams, and maybe it's the rugby background, he plays with so much aggression. But always keeps an even keel. He's the one who sort of initiates contact, and he becomes an irritant with his opponent, but he never retaliates, and that's real toughness. That's 10 straight points now coming in that mid-range jump shot area, guys.
Yeah, it is, and they're picking their spots and finding holes in the middle of that defense to get those shots off, and I think that's very good discipline they're showing us here.
So what did your mom say?
Jackson kicks to Durant from deep.
What about PS Plus?
That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Rainman. Right side Green, the 3. Can't get it to go. Close game.
Right.
Scott, I heard you tell the guy.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter. Welcome. Look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Jones comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Anthony Morrow. Orlando also making some changes. Harkless is checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Evan Fournier. And it's Oladipo in for Luke Ridnour. Lamb and Durant are the long athletic wings. Jones is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Jackson.
No. Hello. Yes, ma'am. Are you coming home? Yes, ma'am. Bye. Man, bad part is I'm gonna have to stop this right here. Good news is I'll be back maybe tomorrow. See you guys later.